Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Craig and this is my tiny tropical styled garden. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 plants that you can grow from seed that are unusual, rare, and the neighbours will be asking you all about. So first up, we've got Musa sikkimensis. Now sikkimensis is quite a hardy banana, not quite as hardy as Musa basjoo. But this is worth growing because some of the plants will get covered in this red striped foliage. This is beautiful and this is by far my favourite banana plant, and I grew this and many others of them from seed. Now again, this is this year's seed, so look how big and how fast they grow. It's also got a beautiful red underside to the foliage. Now these red striped markings will fade as the plant matures, but when it's happy, just like many other bananas, it will produce pups from the base and they will have this same striped markings. This is an absolutely beautiful tropical foliage plant that any of you can grow from seed if you follow a few simple steps. And I've actually done a video showing you how to grow this banana from seed, and you can see this very banana from seed through to seedling, all the way to this beautiful juvenile plant. Definitely worth growing in any garden, but especially a tropical and exotic style. So next up is this. This genus of plants has fast become one of my favourite flowering shrubs. This is Abutilon, sometimes called the flowering maple, on account of its maple-shaped leaves. But it's not a maple at all, it's actually more closely related to hibiscus, and I think you can see that when you look at these really exotic looking flowers. Now Abutilon are half hardy, so there are many areas in the UK that they will survive happily through winter. The key is to give them good drainage with coir or perlite or even horticultural grit. I'm growing all of mine in pots, and next spring I will pot them on and grow them nice and big. But look at this sheer flower power. Now Abutilon are actually not too difficult to grow from seed. The hardest thing is finding fresh, viable seed. Now if you're looking for a variety that is really easy to grow from seed, try Abutilon bitifolium. So that's the vine leafed Abutilon, and it has great big open pale blue flowers. And once you've got one, you will be hooked, trust me. Now I've started to build a nice collection of these Abutilon plants this year, but I think you can't beat the flower power on them, and they flower all summer long. Now it's September, it's still flowering, and I think it will keep going until the first frosts. Now I could leave them outside and they will be semi-evergreen. They'll stop flowering in the colder weather. But if I bring it into a cold, unheated greenhouse, they will continue to flower and flower and flower. The key is just to keep the frost off of them. But this orange cultivar is one called Afilliate, and it is absolutely stunning. I think these colours look really, really exotic. So yeah, if you want to try growing something from seed with really interesting flowers, grow an Abutilon. And last, but by no means least, is this impressive foliage plant. Now this is the first time growing this plant for me. It's Bohemia platyphylla. And platyphylla actually means plate-leaved because these leaves grow to the impressive size of a plate. Now this is in the nettle family, and you might recognise similarities in the leaf. But this is a fantastic foliage plant for any garden because of the sheer size of the leaves, and they have this amazing puckering to the leaf, so it sort of bows between the leaf veins. And on top of that, there's a really distinct serration around the edge of the leaves. It's just a fantastic foliage plant that is well worth a grow. And because this is the first year growing it for me, I'm going to protect mine. But I've been told that some of them can be almost hardy through winter. Now mine's coming to what looks like a bit of a point at the top. So it might be flowering and I might get some fresh seed. I don't know. This is the fun thing with growing plants from seed. You can grow unusual things that you can't find elsewhere, and you could be one of the first people to grow it out of your friendship group. It's definitely worth growing this one if you can get hold of seed. Bohemia platyphylla. I absolutely love propagating plants, and growing them from seed just gives you the chance to grow something that you're not going to find in every garden centre or even online. It's well worth the effort it takes to grow an unusual plant from seed, and the joy that you feel in seeing them reach maturity, knowing that you grew it from a tiny seed, is just unbeatable. So hopefully some of the plants that I've shared with you today have inspired you to have a go at growing your own plants from seed. Now if you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel. And feel free to check out my plant and seed shop, where you might find some unusual seeds that you want to grow yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.